Well, thank you, Anthem, for dying so the next Mass Effect could exist.
Well, that and Dragon Age will be a single player game. Thank you, Anthem, for killing off the service game.
Yeah,
May you rot in peace.
I think Anthem and Avengers are kind of like the death knell of games as a service in that way.
Good.
I would hope that SimCity was.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, we didn't want to no one learned their lesson from SimCity.
No, it was the first one though that went from online only to offline mode.
SimCity.
Well, SimCity wasn't really a game as a service. It was just highly simplified and compact and
But no, I just meant that it was originally 100% online only, but they eventually realized that nobody liked this, and we are getting a huge amount of backlash. So they eventually turned it offline with an online option, and but they were the first one to go that way.
Wasn't the idea that your city was like connected with other cities?
Yeah, they intended it to be multiplayer.
Yeah,
and no one plays SimCity for multiplayer.
Well, it sounds like a neat idea, but like the downside is that they made like the cities were really small and all that stuff, and not very complicated.
There are things that they could probably tackle now that all these other games have been doing with like your content that you build is sent to other people's games.
Aren't there games that have surpassed and supplanted City Skylines? Yeah.
So there's really no need to.
Which came out like 3 months after.
Yeah, Sims Max is pretty much, and I guess then eventually EA. As soon as the Sims came out, they pretty much were like, we don't need to do anything else. Sim Mars canceled. SimCity, who needs it? We're just doing all the Sims because it makes us more money than God has.
Which is incredibly weird because every time they make it, they have a massive server crash that makes them lose 80% of the progress about 6 months before the release date.
And then there's Spore.
The game that could have been so much better.
Have online servers for it again.
And then and Dark Spore.
What I didn't like about Spore was
the game when you're
in the civilization mode, like when you went the diplomatic route, I was in a place where I was stuck where I could not progress anymore.
Yeah, they oversimplified it to the point where it was just like, why am I playing these simplified versions of other games I could be playing more? Yeah. Oh, that's right, because I can make anything and it will walk automatically. That was fucking mine.
Except everything you make ends up looking like a penis.
That.
Well, I mean, that's just human society. I mean, if we can make a dick, we're gonna make a dick.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
and even and sometimes we'll make a vagina as well.
Speaking of genitals, I believe we have a dragon to Icespire.
Yeah.
Segued for you, Joey.
Yeah, I was trying to find an opening.
That's what she said.
That's what he said.
That was unintentional until I realized what I was saying. Ready? Everyone ready?
Yep. And luckily, all of that has been recorded.
Recorded but not released. Unless you leak it.
How are we gonna work around the fact that we're one short?
He's still sleeping. He took a nap in the hallway.
This game is designed for 2 people, so we'll be fine.
All right.
Yeah, it's honestly at this point, like being 1 or 2 down, probably wouldn't. It's easy to adjust to.
Since you've had 6 people almost all the time lately, you guys have had it kind of easy. I'm telling you that now.
As long as we have at least one person to feed to the sharks, the rest of us should be good.
Yes. Speaking of sharks,
I guess we know who volunteered.
So I wake up and I guess Dardigan wakes up and I guess he's on a ship and he's like, "How the fuck did I get here?"
Yeah, we're not quite a ship. Let's see what happened on the last time on the Dragon of Icespire Peak.
Previously on.
Yep. you decide to head down to an abandoned lighthouse called the Tower of Storms, where not only has rumors of the cult of Talos have operations there, but it has a habit of ships running aground and sinking, which is kind of the opposite of what you want from a lighthouse. So you say goodbye to your centaur friend. You make your way to the Tower of Storms. And the closer you get, you notice a couple things. One is that there's a vicious-looking thunderstorm in the distance, seeming to getting closer and closer. It's like off in the ocean, heading towards land. And two, the lighthouse isn't operational, but there was a green pulsing light coming from the top, and as you got closer, you heard the sounds of a heartbeat. You found a happy little crab who said that his sea elf master was cursed by a half-orc spellcaster. She turned into a banshee, and he asked you to either put her to rest or help her find peace. And if you can do that, he'll give you a. This is kind of long-winded, so Mark knows what was happening.
Okay.
He asked if you can help him out. He can get some treasure from one of the shipwrecks.
I like treasure.
When he met up with the banshee a little later in a cave, she seemed to the half orc seemed to has stole her enchanted conch shell, which she used to make music. And she says if you can get that back for her, then she'll be at peace. In the lighthouse, you see carvings of Talos, the symbol of Talos everywhere. You find an altar that has a metal bar coming from it, which is resonating with lightning energy. But all of you are kind of too afraid to touch it. So you throw a harpy that was outside in a little area into the pole, and she gained lightning powers and promptly began to shock all of you with a 3rd level spell, Lightning Bolt. It was lots of fun to do that.
It was only a tickle.
It was only a tickle. And you try to touch the rod afterwards, but all the energy was a discharge. But in a nearby room, you found the disciple of Talos, the half orc, that was kind of that was making the lighthouse his home. He was wearing octopus hide armor. He had a hole in his chest where his heart would be, and he promptly attacked you. He had lightning powers too, but eventually you were able to defeat him, and noticed that he had the conch shell on his person. And you also noticed several shipwrecks in the offshore, in the lighthouse. That's where we'll start. So you just had a series of tough battles.
I am for the first time ever. I am almost out of HP.
Oh, you are?
I'm down to 12 when my max is 41.
Sorry about that. You ended up taking 2 lightning bolts to the head.
Yeah, I'm feeling very charged.
Well, that's odd. The hit points on the screen show you all at maximum.
Yeah, except for little man.
I'm seeing 12 on my end.
Change it to 13 and then change it back to 12.
Well, it probably hasn't updated from D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Heal one, and then damage one. Here.
How's that, Joey?
Like that on the menu. Yeah, on the main menu you're all good, but on
I don't have much HP, Chris.
on the screen you're not. Oh wait, there we go.
It is now updated.
She's a big fellow, and she can see that he doesn't look good. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Big fella.
All
right.
Are we starting now?
You guys are really soft and breaking up a little bit. Chris.
Sorry. Are we? Let me.
Are we starting?
We're starting the game now.
Yes, we're now playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Summary.
You've been listening.
All right, I was listening. So yeah, I'm doing pretty bad.
Can you do anything to help him? Cure
You guys
wounds.
there?
Can I cast Cure Wounds?
You're starting to get
You
a
guys
little robot-y, Chris and Sarah.
Yeah, you're breaking up really bad.
Oh,
Really?
Are y'all streaming anything?
hold on.
I don't.
It's not like it's robotic. It's just like you're cutting out a lot.
How about now? Is this better?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, I had noise suppression on the voice thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you weren't. We're talking loud enough, probably. Okay, you're good now.
Okay.
Oh, I want to help Big Fellow because I looked at him and asked him if he was all right, and he said no. So I cast Cure Wounds.
Sure.
No? Can I do that?
Yes. Right, regain 8 hit points.
Very much.
Mark, do you want a special way to enter in the scene?
I will let you decide that. You can take time whenever would be appropriate. You don't need to rush me in.
Oh, now would be a good time since we're all sitting down, or we're all just kind of standing around waiting after a big battle.
You guys want to do a short rest?
A short rest would be quite nice, I must
You
say.
would be most welcome.
I don't know.
I feel the
Do a short rest, and use your hit dice to regain any HP you need to.
So I shouldn't have done the Cure Wounds spell. We could
Yeah,
short rest.
You can go ahead and give your spell slot back. It's not really fair.
Oh. Okay, thanks. Is that stupid of me?
No.
No, because here's the other thing is that during a short rest, sometimes somebody could attack and you don't get your hit dice back yet because you haven't finished an hour. So,
I think that would have
Yeah,
happened.
you seem pretty safe here.
yeah.
During this short rest, Zyzzyx as a dire wolf just gets really sleepy and kind of curls up in the corner. It starts taking a dog nap. and while you're resting, you kind of hear some fighting happening outside, and you see in your mind's eye. Imagine a harpy. The one that got away is trying to pick up a human fighter with his talons and drag it away. He's just trying to throw darts at it as fast as he can. And eventually one of the darts hits the harpy in the heart. And Dardagon runs in. Just goes, what'd I miss?
Oh my god,
harpy prog.
guys! Holy crap! I swam all the way here.
Even through the land?
Yes, there are lakes and rivers.
Impressive.
There.
Did you talk to the crab on your way here?
It looked like he was trying to wave to me. I didn't realize he could talk.
Yeah.
I don't speak crustacean. Plus,
Oh.
I mean, I was looking. I was crab hunting before coming over here, and I didn't want to make him feel weird that I was eating his kin.
He was the biggest crab I've ever seen.
Well, you haven't seen my ex-wife, but I'm bummed.
Ha 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 ha.
I did not like your ex-wife. She was rather shellfish.
I don't get it.
Speaking of crabs, from the window, you see the crab kind of waving, trying to get your attention. It's kind of poking its pincer against the glass.
Ah, there it is.
Ah! I wave back to the crab.
It's the biggest crab wave you've ever seen. Can you open the window? Open the window, please.
Can we open the window?
Sure. Let's say you can.
You've got weapons. You can
Have you guys just been sitting here for an hour with this dead body in the middle of the room?
Done it before.
That's true.
So the crab runs in. He goes, hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Greetings.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey,
I got your
saw
conch, dude. We got your conch.
Yes, I imagine so. I saw the green light from the lighthouse grow slightly dimmer, and I said, well, that must mean the orc must be dead.
But his heart will go on.
Oh, that may be a problem.
Yes, it does sound like a very pertinent problem.
He scuttles over to the shell, tries to pick it up, but can't quite get a good grip on it. He goes, "Oh, you might need to take this to my master yourselves."
I mean, we could.
But I'm afraid.
Go on.
But I am afraid that if she returns to the eternal plane, that my gift of speech may disappear. So, I will honor my promise, and retrieve a treasure from one of the sunken ships for you, and then you may return the conch to my master whenever you desire, because I trust you guys 100%.
Watch out! I think there's sharks in the water.
Also, Chaka's like licking her lips when he says, "I trust you 100%."
Could we? I just look over at Chaka, like, just kind of tilt my head and go, and just kind of shake it.
You guys explore the
upstairs or something?
Did you guys explore the upstairs?
Not yet.
Not yet. I suspect we need to do that, but why don't we let the little crab friend of ours see if he can find... Well, what? Let's see if we can find the heart. If it's maybe upstairs, but if it's not up there, then it's probably out at sea somewhere.
So I can explore the shipwrecks for you, but I can't. Won't be any help in the lighthouse itself.
Well, I mean, we can look at the lighthouse while you look at the ships.
Excellent.
Try to see if there's anything that looks like it could fly.
Or what if something in the lighthouse could attack us while we're looking in the ships?
No, the crab would look.
What?
Yeah, the crab's going to look at the ships because he can breathe underwater, whereas none of us are
Yeah, but one of us has a potion, though. We got it from last game.
Oh yeah, you got a underwater breathing potion.
Well, let's explore the lighthouse first, and then if need be, we can go and see if there's more treasure. Like if Crab Guy there brings back lame treasure, we can go look for better treasure.
Oh, right. I know where the good stuff is.
See that he's not gonna. Little Crab Boy isn't gonna. Little Crab Man ain't gonna let us down.
Yep. So you see him.
Okay.
Dude, Chaka is just imagining like being covered in jewels and eating crab at the same time. Like,
So he hops out the window. He kind of tumbles down the cliff wall and plops into the water.
Boop.
and its treasure.
I'll be back.
Alright, well, why don't we make our way towards the top of the light? Oh, I can't leave the room. There seems to be a giant sleeping wolf in the way.
Oh shit! Yeah.
We can always
Roll
exit via window.
Just
Roll
just
initiative to
come
fight
the
the wolf.
side. He's a
Okay, hold on. Let me see what I can do here. Okay, Dargan, I grab him from this end. You grab him from that end. I grab him from this end, and we haul him, I guess, into the main area.
We can put him on top of the dead body.
Let's not.
All right, I will heave him into the landing.
Let's get there.
Oh my god, he phased through the wall.
What a lazy druid. Yep. So when you see a circular stairway leading up to the tower.
Right.
Do we hear anything upstairs? Is there anything like echoing?
You still hear the ever-present heartbeat that you did before, but it sounds fainter
Right, well,
than it did before.
let's go upstairs and see what's happening up there.
Agreed.
I guess Chaka Kahn sings a little bit more of "My Heart Will Go On," like into the corpse's ear, and then she joins you guys.
So you can move your tokens over to the left,
You mean to the right?
right. So I said.
Where'd I go?
Shift click Joey to focus our camera.
There we go.
Shift and hold click, yeah.
And you see a door to the right.
Hey, Verikan, you coming? There might be sun up here.
Yeah, what? Verikan, where is he?
I think Bun went to get a snack.
Need him to bless my sword right now.
He's praying to Corella.
So the stairway still has one more level to go, but you see a door at the halfway point.
All right, let's. Why don't I go in first? Since that seems to have worked out well for us so far.
I concur. Let the meat shield go.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough. Is the door locked? I check.
You're able to turn the handle.
Ah, good. I don't have to bust through an unlocked door again. That was fun. Alright, I enter the room.
You don't enter a room, you enter the roof.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what? This is a lighthouse, right?
Yeah, on the roof.
Yeah, we're on the roof of the. We're on the roof of the building that we were before.
Nice.
Ah,
So you notice a few things immediately as you come up. When you open the door, a bunch of seagulls fly away.
Nice.
oh, yeah. That means the roof is going to be very. It's going to be very much a foot hazard.
I've played Metal Gear Solid 2.
You can get an even better view of the of the shipwrecks from this angle. So if you look on the left side of the map, I'll reveal everything that you see.
I want to run to the window and minding the bird shit as I go. Oh,
I think it's more about me.
Or what?
Oh, hey,
So
hey! I see a little. I see a little crab fellow.
Technically, you shouldn't see that, but yeah, but that's the direction he headed in. You see 5 shipwrecks. You see the darkened forms of them, but you only actually see the mast poking out from the top of the water. But enclosing the rooftop is a 1-foot-high stone wall with a 2-foot-high iron railing on top of it. A smaller railing circles the walkway of the lighthouse beacon, which is 20 feet above you. You see the top of the lighthouse tower where the beacon is.
I assume this thing over here in the south part of the flue or chimney or something, or whatever below.
I suspect that's the pole, the top of the pole that goes into the altar that we dealt with earlier.
10-foot tall wrought iron lightning rod reaches toward the sky.
Oh, okay.
So this is the lightning rod you saw connected to the altar.
Wait, do we see the crab, or is he underwater?
He's underwater, but that's the direction that he hit it in.
Oh, okay.
Does he have like little swimmies on?
Yes,
can I see if my telepathy can reach him, like looking out into the water, like thinking about where he is, and try to speak telepathically to him?
Does a talk with animal have a... What's the distance?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, it's not really... she was thinking about mind link, not talk with animals.
Since he was granted the power of speech, I can say you can do that to him.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I ask him what he's seeing out down there.
What's the range on it?
I don't see a range.
Is it just something you have
any
to see?
creature you can see, provided the creature was in the number of feet equal to 10 times your level. This is Mind Link from the Kalashtar.
So she can't see him.
So 10 times.
I can't see him, so I can't talk to him. All right. Damn.
You kind of reach out to any crab-like presence, and you can pick up a faint, almost like a radio signal, where you can tell that he's searching for something nice for you all.
Oh, good. Okay.
And you just hear a faint whisper say, "Oh, I bet they would like a new weapon. I bet they would like one of those."
Aw, I'm gonna feel. Oh, maybe I'm gonna feel bad when I want to eat him later.
They're so good at fighting.
Sure, when he stops talking, it'll feel a lot better when you want to eat.
It's true. It happens every time.
Yeah. So the only noticeable thing really is this lightning rod.
Shall we continue up, Murook?
Oh, maybe we should be touching the lightning rod.
We could examine it to make sure.
What if it has storm power?
Well, we know all the power was drained when we threw that harpy into it. Very smartly, I might ask. I might say.
But that was on a different level.
It was a short rest, though.
Was that the same rod?
Yeah.
Rod?
Somebody touch it.
Well, here's the thing. It's not. It hasn't been lightning, has it? There hasn't been a storm.
The
since
storm
then?
is still several miles out to sea, and you can see pretty far out there. So it's probably going to be a few hours until it reaches the coastline.
So it's just an iron rod at this point.
Well, nobody even tried it.
Yeah, you wusses.
All right, I'll go try it.
Quite a few did during the battle.
I go up to the rod and very slowly put my hand on the... Look around and say, just kidding.
Yeah. Nothing happens.
I touched it, and I think I need to wash my hands, but I will deal with that later.
You feel really foolish.
I touch my shoulder, my chest, and I'm like, I feel very foolish.
Is this the top of the lighthouse?
Now it is.
No.
Yeah, so you can move over here. Get to the top.
Oh. How shiny.
So normally where a lamp would be, you see a floating heart emanating green light. That's about 10 times larger than what a normal heart would be.
Wait, he must have had some... that is the worst case of heartburn I've ever seen.
So it's like slowly rotating in this beacon.
Am I allowed to do?
Does somebody have identified?
Am I allowed to do an Arcana check to see what it is?
Okay.
Damn, terrible. To do.
You're not quite sure what magic made this, but it looks like a humanoid heart that is about the size of like a barrel of ale.
Having never had a real heart, BigFellow is completely stupefied by what this is.
You don't have identify magic anymore.
I don't have identified.
Okay. I'm gonna... You know what? I'm gonna take a look at it myself. So I don't... Just... You mind if I?
By all means.
Yeah, I don't care.
Technically, you would be...
Nice.
Technically, you would be like on the opposite side, like right here. 18. Arcana. Yes, you guys have to shield your eyes. This thing is so bright.
Not Verikan. He's got sunglasses.
Future's so bright, you have to wear shades. But it is a humanoid heart about the size of a barrel. Murook, you're not too... Despite the high check, you're not too knowledgeable about what ritual done this, but you would have to guess that since he's a follower of Talos, that Talos might have gave him this power.
Is it beating or is it just glowing?
It is beating, and the beating sound is like almost very prominent here since you're right next to it.
Are we given some sort of quest to deal with this heart, or are we just seen this for the first time?
Seen it for the first time. The only clue you had is that the orc that the party killed in the last game had a hole in his chest where his heart would be.
Normally I wouldn't say this, but I think we need to stop that heart.
What? Why?
Well, it's big, it's glowing, it's
gross.
Didn't we hear something about them using this lighthouse to lure ships in to be crashed? And
right.
So yeah, I think this heart needs to stop going on.
The Elephant Man's logic is sound. How shall we dispose of it?
Do anyone happen to know anything about lightning?
Comes from the sky.
Oh wait, that would actually be counterproductive here.
Maybe we should just attack it.
Well,
I do have this mighty big hammer.
I've got this big old halberd. I guess. Do you want BigFellow?
Middle rod at the right time.
What? What did you say? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Oh no! Oh, I was saying it aside. I forgot already.
Okay.
The metal rod before, when we made the harpy all electric. That'd be great if we had the electric power now.
Well, I suspect it would. Well, for one, I don't think that would work in this particular case, since the heart is obviously blessed by a god of lightning, and so yeah, I think that would actually cause it to the opposite effect of what we want here. Just guessing, just by guessing what So, unless anybody has any better ideas, I attack it with my halberd.
Okay, give me a... So you have to move right in front of one of these openings in direct exposure to its blinding light. So you have to cover your eyes as you do this. So give me a attack with disadvantage.
Oh dear. Oh, okay.
Both 9s. Yeah, you miss the heart as you stab.
I'm kind of glad. I mean, maybe Dartagon should just throw a dart at it first, not go full on halberd.
I mean, I will still have to close my eyes to attempt to hit it.
Can I use my magic missile?
That would automatically hit it.
Yeah, you could.
I'd like to cast magic missile as a 3rd level.
It's like 5 darts. You sure you want to do that?
Yeah,
No.
3 darts should be enough. Take it from a dart player.
Oh wait, Dartagon has that 10-foot pole. You should just poke it.
Oh yeah, well I'll try touching it with the 10-foot pole first.
All right.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
No.
Does it do anything when I touch it? Does it like hiss at me?
When you extend the rod to touch it, its beating intensifies as it's being touched, and the bright light kind of goes crazy for a second.
Oh,
But then it kind of slows back down.
I don't think it liked that. Big fellow, I'd say commence with your magic missile and aim for 180.
Magic missile commencing. So I hit it 3 times, is that correct?
Yeah, so dude, hit it 2 more times.
Since you're always so flavorful, big fellow, do
Right.
these magic missiles take on any special property when you do it?
What happens is my shoulders like pop out, and I got these little shoulder launchers of missiles, and 3 of them are armed, and they shoot out kind of like the Hammer Tech missile in Iron Man 2.
Yes.
But instead of it going clunk, it actually does make a nice explosion.
So like you literally turn this wand into little, using your artificer powers into literal missiles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, so each time one of these missiles hits this hard and explodes with arcane energy, you hear a scream of that half orc, but amplified by several times in pain. And each time the heart disintegrates a little by little. And by the time the 3rd missile hits, you just hear the death kneels of this orc as the heart just kind of turns into goo and congeals on the floor, and the green light slowly goes out, and the heartbeat stops.
Oh, I can see it now. Oh my god.
Oh, that ain't right.
And almost right on cue, the light amount of rain that was happening kind of starts to dissipate, and the thundering you hear in the distance begins to stop. And although there is stormy clouds on the horizon, it seemed to have calmed itself.
Really was the windmill of storms.
Do we see
More
the
like
sun
lighthouse.
breaking-
Lighthouse.
Do we see the sun like breaking through the clouds?
I think that would be a good idea, yeah. Right on the roof, Verikan, you see a little shaft of light right around here emerge from the clouds.
The endless storm is.
I bet
I'm sorry,
Chaka pulls the dragon's bane out of its sheath or whatever, and she shines the light on the blade.
She's got to go back downstairs.
I'm
Wait,
sure
what?
there's a window in the big lighthouse room.
Oh, I thought we were on the top of it. I thought you'd see the sunlight.
Yeah, you can see the sunlight.
Yeah.
Don't be too concerned, Dustin, when like their tokens aren't where they are. Like they can easily just go down there. You know,
I'm sorry.
Don't worry too much about it.
Is the light better in this room?
Yeah, this is the roof, and you start to see the light shine down.
It's beautiful. Hey, that's the prettiest one I've ever seen.
Let's use our magnifying glasses and kill ants with it.
Is that just like a sunbeam?
Yeah.
Place for a blessing.
Yeah, Chaka Kahn, do you see the sun?
No, you mean Verikan.
Yeah, I'm Chaka Kahn. Verikan, the sun is coming out of the sky.
Glorious!
And then, like, Chaka Kahn raises the sword looking at Verikan. She's like, you know what you have to do.
No?
I would like you to bless Dragonsbane by the light of Corellin.
Praise be.
I want you to bless the sword as the light shines upon it.
No one's ever asked me to bless something before.
And she gets one medal and she raises the sword up to him and she's like, it would be the greatest honor of my life.
Yes, the whole back. Oh, great and bright Corellin Lorethian, Lord of light, beauty, and all things good, I beseech thee to grant upon this blade your blessing, so that it may smite thy foes, and also ours, especially dragon ones.
Preach it.
Roll a religion.
Wait, that was the end?
Yeah, I only had 2 weeks to write that up.
Roll a
Concise and
religion.
straight to the point. Thank you so much.
Religion check.
The dice lords believe.
Yeah.
A 20.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So you raise the sword, and as Verikan recites his blessing, like the light just grows, like the opening in the clouds just grow bigger and bigger until the entire the entire island is now bathed in this light, and
Yes.
you feel the sword begin to not burn but grow hot, and you realize that it's emanating a slight glow.
I feel the power. I feel the power of Corellin in the sword.
And the light goes out, but you can tell that you can invoke the power of the light again and have a glowing sword whenever you're in the dark.
Yay!
And then Chaka Kahn shakes Verikan's hand and she says, you've truly been touched by Corellin.
20 will do that.
You've been able to speak to the sun. I've never seen that in my many lifetimes. You have a true gift.
Glory be to his light.
Meanwhile, Dardican kind of leans over to Murook and it's like, how powerful is a god that is basically blocked by clouds?
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised by the power of the sun. I mean, I am.
I just continue watching.
I'm just like, I'm just looking at this like, well, I mean, it just fits right in with everything that's happened so far.
Corellin can reach Verikan even in the cloudiest of times.
That's actually really, really poignant.
Yeah.
That makes sense, but
It's a cloudy with a chance of Corellian.
Clouded with a chance of blessing.
Yes.
Lovely.
Praise be Corellin.
Little man and BigFellow go downstairs, eagerly awaiting the treasure.
Oh yes, our little crab friend is probably back by now.
Comes back with a shoe.
And it's the perfect fit for Chaka.
Johnny Castaway ate plenty of shoes to survive on his island in that screensaver.
Oh God, I just watched it. Oh, funny.
It's a
So, wow, and we just
head
dated.
outside.
Well, that was a dated reference.
One of my favorite screensavers.
Yes.
Go ahead, Joey.
As you head outside, you see the crab kind of struggling to carry this huge weapon behind him.
It's not a dart. And I just kind of like walk away.
Oh, a huge
He gets
weapon.
close enough to you. He drops it, and you see it is a battle axe.
Oh, very nice.
Not only that, is a battle axe +1.
Oh ho! I immediately go, "Hey, can I have this?"
By all means.
All right.
Take that to the top of the lighthouse, and maybe Verikan can bless that one too.
Or you bless it here. We could have glowing weapons for each of us.
I think that was a one.
Is that too much for Corellin?
Don't want to press my luck.
All right, I'll calm down. I'm just so excited about my newfound
So,
faithfulness.
Murook, you can add equipment and add a battle axe +1 to your inventory and equip it if you wish.
How do I do +1?
Just to search for Battle Axe
search-
+1. It'll literally be an
search
item
for-
name.
If you search for battle axe, you'll see.
Oh, I got it. Battle Axe +1.
Now, you can't wield this and your other weapon at the same time unless you switch them.
There's gonna have to be the,
So just keep that in mind.
So you're saying I'm gonna have to give up my javelin or my equal or the halberd?
Well, you just can't wield them at the same time. You can carry all that you want. You can only just
Yeah, if you want,
unless you have a specific feat, you can only
Marks.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I keep forgetting you're the DM.
Yes. What Mark said. You'll have to switch between whatever weapon you're attacking with, and that will require an action to put away and then draw the new weapon. But in reality, you probably, unless it's situational, you probably want to use the battle axe from now on.
I put away my trusty halberd that has gotten me this far, but its time has come. Sadly, I got no.
I hope you
now-
enjoy that, my large friend.
Oh, I will.
Probably like covered in barnacles and like pretty awesome looking pirate battle axe.
It's probably true. Yeah, it's probably been down there for a while, but given its magical nature, it hasn't rusted over or accumulated any barnacles.
I bet it does extra water damage. Water damage isn't a thing, but if it was, it would do more.
To make it a thing. All right, well, shall we bring this magical conch back to your master, was it? Are there any more
Mistress.
harpies around, by the way?
Mistress.
We're all outside.
No more harpies.
Okay.
They got out while the getting was good.
Yeah, you
To
can
the
make your way down
banshee.
the cave.
Chaka Khan tells the crab, "You are a truly lucky crab. We will not consume you on this holy day of Corellin."
I'm thankful.
I mean, I wasn't going to consume me anyways, but I'm okay.
Kind of tell him, hey,
walks over.
you've been good to us. You've been good to us. Watch out for nets and boxes that only have one way of walking in. Those are bad. Stay away from them.
The crab walks
Wait,
over
did
to
you give
you,
us
big fellow.
Oh, that was it.
Before you walk away, big fellow, the crab kind of tugs at one of your pant sleeves.
Mm-hmm. What is it, tiny one?
Beg my pardon, but you aren't quite alive, are you?
And I am not quite dead either.
Well, you seem to be some sort of construct, and I found something curious when I was exploring the shipwrecks.
What did you discover?
Well, I found a body several bodies that looked very much like you.
In which direction? I must search.
They were littered all over the place, and in fact, they've always seemed to be there, but it's only since I've gained my awesome intelligence that sentience that I can understand what they are. I think there are more of you in the waters below. Dozens of them.
Were any of them missing a head?
I'm afraid I couldn't quite tell. They were in various states of disrepair and damage.
I shall let my colleagues know and suggest we search the waters after we return the magic conch. Thank you, little one, for the information.
They were just kidding about eating me, right?
I don't eat crab. I cannot speak for the others.
Well, I guess I should enjoy what few moments of sentience I have left.
I suggest you enjoy walking in the other direction.
I'll do it sideways. Sideways and
How does
just walk away.
this campaign? It's delicious.
Life is better anyway. Under the sea.
Dardagon doesn't eat shellfish?
Allergy.
He's Jewish.
Wait, what?
I'm a druid.
A Druish
people not eat
princess.
shellfish?
Jewish.
What are we talking about?
He's making a Mel Brooks joke.
That's all we need.
A Druish warrior. Fighter. Funny.
Oh,
He
hey,
doesn't look
Zyzzyx, were you here
Druish.
the whole time?
He just yawns like a dog does. He just kind of lazily follows you. It's like he's been in this form too long. It's like he's forgotten how to turn back into a lizard person.
I mean, we're standing right next to lizard person.
That lizard person isn't there.
It's an imposter. And I stab him.
Yeah, and you make your way down the stairs and across the walkway to where the Banshee's cave was, and like before, as you draw closer, you just feel a chill emanating from the cave.
Mm.
And as you approach, you see the form of the sea elf, the translucent sea elf, in her gowns, her hair waving as if underwater. She just kind of looks at you, expressionless.
Wait, is this the same one we talked to before?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is the same Banshee in the cave.
Sorry. Chaka Kahn takes the glowing conch that they got from the orc, and she starts playing the Schubert serenade that I told you about last time.
Give me a performance. Check.
Rolls a 1, breaks the conch.
I would never. Maybe. Thank you.
Well, no. Okay.
Nice.
I guess
play
I
the
perform
most.
so well. Everyone just is like, you could hear a pin drop. Everyone's quiet.
And they're all hugging for crap.
And I do the whole damn piece. Like,
Just take out some Cracker Jack and enjoying it like.
Yeah, it's the
Joe.
most beautiful rendition of the song ever played on a conch. Is it a conch or a conch?
I don't know,
Is it
actually.
both?
so what?
I think it's either one. Anyway, as you play, like the elf just kind of watches. And as you finish, she goes, "I would know that sound anywhere.
Can't do the whole dance.
The sounds of the sea. I would use its magic to guide ships away from the lighthouse as the cult lured them towards the shores. When they discovered this, they cursed me and took my instrument, my soul. I beg of you to return it to me, and I shall protect these waters once again."
Are you gonna return it to her?
Yeah, I return it to her.
She, like she did before, she reaches out her hand, as if expecting you to place an object, or expecting you to hand it to her. If you remember before, the one you gave to her just fell through her hand.
Or what?
Give her the conch.
I give her the conch. I already said that.
So you place it in her hand,
Yeah.
and this time she's able to grab it. And she kind of gives it. She uses one of her sleeves to kind of polish it, and then raises it to her lips. It plays and begins to play. And the further she gets into it, the invisible waves that was causing her hair and her gowns to flow back and forth seems to settle. And as the song ends, she slowly disappears and the conch falls to the ground. You just hear her voice say, "Thank you." And the conch is lying motionless on the floor.
Well, that was nice. And then
Hey.
Chaka picks up the conch and she's like, I think I'm going to keep this thing. She dusts it off.
I have a feeling we're supposed to leave it here.
After all that, she left it?
Oh, we're supposed to leave it there. But her soul is already ascended. She's fine.
You don't need this.
Yeah, she can't take it with her.
All right, might as well.
Give me a like if you're worried that you're supposed to leave it here, you can roll like a religion check.
Who, me or Murook?
You, wisdom.
I mean,
What do I roll at?
where's...
If only our cleric were here, and he could.
Oh, Verikan.
Cleric / paladin.
Yeah, okay. Chaka Kahn goes over to Verikan and she's like, oh, holiest one. Can you see what... Can you roll religion?
I wasn't quite sure what to roll, but you can tell that this the spirit of this elf has kind of bonded with you, and you sense no benevolence from you taking the conch. The conquer.
Oh, there you go then.
We can take the thing now.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm taking it now.
Now,
Is Verikan playing?
Verikan, you do notice that this thing does seem to have a value attached to it, like a monetary value, but you're not quite sure what it would be, because it does seem to be kind of a religious art from Sea Elf culture.
Now that is done with my friends,
Why do I become?
I suggest that we search the waters. The crab told me that there are many more like me that are littered around the ground. I would like to examine and see if I can find the body of my captain. See if I can attach the head to the body. He might come back online.
Even after all this time in the water?
We are very good at not deteriorating.
Take your
Very
word
good at
for it.
holding your breath too.
Am I transparent right now?
You're not transparent at all.
No, I was joking. Aha, you took the conch, now you're a banshee too.
You turned me into a banshee?
It's a joke.
It was being ironic.
Fine.
Everyone can have a pretty good sized rest while me and my trusty dog companion, who do not require air, scour the bottoms like creepy walking skeletons.
We'll sit on the shoreline nearby in case you need us.
Is that allowed? That they do a rest while me and little man search the bottom?
I don't think we need another rest though, because we just had one.
It's technically not a short rest, because like you would all have to do the rest.
Well, we should have Little Man and BigFellow check it out first and let us know what they find, right?
There might be more treasure.
And then if they don't come back in the next 10 minutes, one of us takes the underwater breathing spell and goes in after them.
But what if that person doesn't come back after that?
We leave them, they're dead. I don't know.
If I'm not back in 10 minutes, keep waiting.
Oh, it's just an idea. We could just stand here all day. I'm just going to stare at my sword.
He's basically going to do recon right now to find out if he can find them. And if he's there and he needs our help, he'll come and get us.
I'm perfectly okay with waiting here, standby for in case something bad happens.
The ocean's pretty.
Skip stones or something.
I don't know. Why don't we make Dardagon go with them? Take this breathing spell.
I don't... Actually, darts can be thrown underwater without disadvantage.
That's not a bad idea.
Mini torpedoes.
Yeah.
He wants to go.
I will join. Sure.
Great. It is good to have company, my friend.
Yes.
I think you're mistaken with that rule, Mark. I think you just can't do any ranged attacks underwater.
No, there are a couple of things that are that can be thrown underwater without disadvantage, which are I'll look up the specific underwater rules, but it's like darts and tridents and arrows or crossbows or something can do it. It's odd that it's darts, but I think they mean like blow darts as well, but it's water rules.
A ranged weapon attack automatically misses a target beyond the weapons.
Beyond the weapons,
That means it can't go beyond.
Yeah, it can't go beyond the first number of its range. And it's a thrown weapon, so it's a ranged attack, but it's a melee. Quick rounds underwater. That.
Yeah, roll. Okay, you're right. Roll is disadvantage unless it's a spear, a trident, or a dart, or a
Yes.
javelin. Okay.
So yeah. In case we need to. But I shall take the water breathing potion, and when we're ready, I shall accompany the robot men and dog into the water.
There's no time like the present, dear friend.
Well, maybe you guys should crawl, should try to slide down the opposite side of the lighthouse, because that's where the shipwrecks are.
Yeah, we'll head over there.
Yeah, so really the only convenient way is, unless you break one of these windows, is to come down over here.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean,
then
that's fine. Yeah, we can just go
all
down.
the way around.
That's close enough.
What weight is your armor, Mark? Is it heavy?
It's mithril. Excuse me. It is mithril chainmail, so it is heavy armor. I could take it off. I'll take it off for.
You might have a hard time swimming that.
Yeah, I'll take 10 minutes and take off my armor, and then we'll. I'll.
Okay, make sure you remove it from your character.
Yeah, I still have my shield. I'll use that to swim.
Did we follow them over there to see them off, or are we just back where we were?
Yeah, you're probably. I would imagine you're nearby. You know, in case we need somebody to throw us a line.
I was like, maybe Chaka Kahn can watch Dardagon take his armor off.
Joke's on you, I'm wearing clothes underneath.
Does a Dardagon work out?
It works out his arms because he's got to throw darts. His wrists have the best wrist muscles in the world. They just glisten in the sunlight.
Oh.
There's some sexy wrist bones.
Give me a hand model. So you know the crab visited this one right here. So you might not.
So yeah, we'll swim down to the next one. We'll just go in order.
Okay. I'm guessing your little man doesn't need to breathe either, since he's not
I don't believe
alive. Okay, so what is everyone's con bonuses? Or really only Dardagon, since the other two don't need to breathe.
Well, I'm taking the water breathing potion.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so it lasts for an hour.
Potion of water breathing. Probably lasts for. Breathe underwater for 1 hour after drinking this potion.
Yeah, so you take a big chug of it. It's really bubbly. And, you feel your lungs just kind of just get a little prickly, like it's full of bubbles.
It's a burp to stop from floating. Swim out to the second boat. Start exploring.
All right, whoever's exploring, give me a wisdom check.
Wisdom? Okay.
Oh, you plus 0.
That's really bad for me.
Come on.
5.
Actually, it's a perception check. I don't know why I wrote it.
Oh.
That's
Nice.
so a 7 for me.
Oh.
I forgot I can. I forgot I can breathe underwater, but it's very dark down here.
How did he do that? BigFellow tries to do that with his mouth, but he can't because he has metal lips.
So BigFellow, you can quite easily find countless number of Warforged bodies all around this area. And you think a little man would be able to attach one to his back and swim up to the surface using magically, he had obtained little propellers on his backside.
That's cute.
Am I able to identify any of them as being the body of the captain whose head I possess?
Give me another perception check.
Nice.
21. So most Warforged, they come in all shapes and sizes. Kind of have the same general, like, rusty gold color, if they're part of your military. This one, of your captain, had kind of a silvery tone to it. And, you look around here, and, you manage to find one that looks pretty similar. You don't... the odds of it being your captain's body are small, but it seems to be kind of the same make.
Are they scattered around the island, or are they like sort of in the ships?
Kind of haphazardly. None of them are in the ships.
Okay. So it doesn't look like this was a boat. So it doesn't look like it was a boat full of them. It's just there are these bodies and there are shipwrecks that are sort of in the same area. Yeah. Okay.
The only ones that seem to be inside the ones that have landed on the bodies and kind of decayed around them.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't say this in the introduction, but or in the summary, but BigFellow kind of connected with the head of his former captain, and it gave him a kind of a recording of a large ship crashing right by this lighthouse.
Oh, okay.
So this body that looks to be of a similar make as my captain, I load that onto the back of Little Man, and I also want to kind of look around to see if I see the remains of the airship that brought these corpses, these Warforged here.
If you want to explore, you don't notice anything larger than these.
Okay.
Do you want to explore the other shipwrecks as well?
I would love to. I send Little Man on his way with the body because I don't think he'll be able to carry anything more than that. It'll just be you and I.
You just see little man come out of the water with this headless automaton.
This one has a head.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, where the heck?
It's missing an arm. It's missing an arm, but it has a head.
We'll move on to the next shipwreck.
Okay, BigFellow and Darting, give me another perception check.
A little better. 13.
You know what? I misread these rules a little bit. I apologize.
That's okay.
So let's rewind a little bit. So you find in the previous wreck, first of all, you notice a plaque that says this is the Sea Urchin. That's the name of the ship. And while exploring what you think was the captain's cabin, you find a locked chest.
Does the lock look rotted away? Could it easily be ripped open?
You try to open it, but it seems to be still be pretty sturdy.
I'm going to try and... Oh, I don't have thieves' tools. Can I pick it up? Or is it too heavy?
You can't pick it up. You might have...
I have thieves' tools.
It's heavy enough where it's weighing you down slightly.
Mm-hmm.
So you might need to bring it to shore.
Okay. I have thieves if you need to open it.
What was that, Chris?
I have thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools. He wants to try and pick the lock.
You want to do that underwater? Sure.
What's wrong with that?
Everything's wrong with it. It just doesn't make any sense. No.
Why?
So how do I do the picking the lock underwater?
Roll a dexterity check to try to pick this lock.
Would the lock be corroded from the water?
So I imagine you turn one of your fingers into a lockpick. We'll do this.
Yes.
Go, gadget, lockpick.
And you fiddle around with the lock, and after a couple moments, it clicks open.
It opens up, some bubbles come out, closes again. Opens up, bubbles come out, closes again.
Oh, yes, bubbles come out.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
These bubbles are amazing balls.
It's a chest of bubbles.
Is
I've
there,
never done that with a fish tank.
is there anything important looking inside of the chest?
More expensive looking.
You find a little statuette made of blue quartz, about 9 inches tall, which depicts a beautiful mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like
Big man, BigFellow passes it to Dardagon. This looks more up your alley.
It was a blue quartz statuette.
Of a mermaid.
Okay, I'm adding that to the shared inventory.
Worth about 75 gold pieces, if sold.
How much is it worth if they don't sell it?
probably 0.
It's worth as much as you want. I mean, it could become your new wife, I don't know.
Anything else inside the chest?
It was packed with straw protecting it, and that's about it.
Oh, the straw floated to the ceiling. All right, now we can move on to the next.
Probably spent about 20 minutes exploring
Okay.
this wreck.
Do you want us to make new rolls, or do you want us to use our old perception rolls that we made for this?
If you want to do this one, go ahead and do it. Excuse me, do a. Actually, it depends on how long you. That was my mistake. I thought the perception was to actually find the treasure, but that's not the case. It's how long you spend searching.
I mean, that's fine because it affects me, not BigFellow.
Mm-hmm. So you can explore this one. You notice this one is called the. How do you pronounce that? The
Vainglory.
Do we know the name of the first ship?
On the screen. The first ship, imagine the crab told you was called the Star-Crossed Lover.
Okay.
This is the Vainglory.
Any treasure chests of note in here?
You don't find any treasure chest. But
Wait, what's the
there seems to be a
mermaid
lot of there seems to be like the ship seemed to be carrying a lot of like textiles and fine garments from across the sea. And,
Anything salvageable, or does everything look like eaten by fish?
well, you see what appears to be the captain on the deck of the ship, and unlike all the other clothes which are like tattered and all that, he's seems to be wearing a cloak, which seems to be in pristine condition.
I will go over to that cloak and start disrobing him.
What?
And he, without some time to study, you're not quite sure what it is, but it seems to. It's like kind of reddish when it's on this captain, but then when you pick it up, the cloak kind of matches the blue of your outfit.
Okay, I'll add that for now to the shared inventory.
That's a pretty sweet jacket.
I guess if I keep the blue quartz statuette and this, you can have everything else.
Well, it depends on what it is. If I cannot use it, it might as well go to everyone else.
No.
I will take your lips. That is what I want.
We'll find you some magic lips. God, that's.
Well, I mean, they do have those giant wax lips.
What?
You never heard of
that
what?
one didn't take you very long to find it. You pretty much found that cloak right away on the deck of the ship, so it was only take about 5 minutes.
Okay. So it's been about 25 minutes. I've still got another 35. Shall we look again?
Are you going to the next ship?
Yes.
Yep. Oh, almost not.
You guys don't bump
So
into
you start,
this whole time?
Or they just don't
you
talk
start
about it.
swimming towards the next ship. What you see on the front is called the Golden Gull. In big black letters on the front. And through this huge hole in the side, which presumably was one of the rocks that it struck, a large shape swims out and immediately starts heading your direction as this large hunter shark starts to swim out.
Could Little Man have retroactively been coming back to us?
It's fair enough. If he was just putting it on the shore.
Yeah.
I helped him get the body off.
Thank you, big elephant man.
No
I
problem.
would say he's not quite there yet. He's like over there. And I want BigFellow and Darting on to roll initiative. As the shark swims out.
22.18. You gotta open up the initiative.
Grandma.
It's like Jabberjaw.
Jabberjaw.
Nyak, nyak, nyak.
It?
Except this music is just slightly like toned down because of the underwater.
Yeah.
Jabberjaw.
Got these new loops, but none of them are like really awesome.
Yeah, free ones, only so many you can do.
Daggerball.
So am I good to go?
I must choose Galen, this
No.
being picky and picky, but good one.
Give me 1 second. Someone just came to my door, I think.
Oh, that was a real doorbell.
Yeah, be right back.
Dagger Maw. Sorry.
Last we ever heard of him.
Daggerball.
Dagger Maw.
You remember the crab mentioning a shark called Daggermaw.
Daggermaw.
That is starting on a poor unfortunate soul.
Yes. Daggermaw's a female. Is Godzilla female?
No, it depends on which movie you're talking about.
What movie?
Godzilla was female in the Matthew Broderick one. No, that was asexual. Never mind.
Yeah.
Or
She did.
Biden?
No, he's able to change sex, right? In Godzilla.
Yeah, he was
He became female for a minute. Dinosaurs are mating.
All depends on how many there are.
I should mark down where this break is happening. Bun, do you have like a time when you're recording?
According to this, I can record for another 69 hours and 4 minutes.
It says about an hour and 25 minutes.
Oh, for that, yes.
For my OBS.
Mm-hmm.
1 hour, 25 minutes. We started, the game started at 5 minutes and 20 seconds.
Hey guys, we're gonna need to take a little break. I'm dealing with something right now. I will let you know when I get back.
Okay.
All right. I don't know how long everyone's taking a little break.
All right.
So,
What happened? Can somebody tell me what happened when I had to drop out for a bit?
I didn't know you
left.
Yeah, I had to take care of something. I left right after the Banshee had, gone off to wherever.
Explored a couple of the shipwrecks. They found a chest with a mermaid statue, and the other one had a.
Well, I came back right about the time y'all were exploring the ships.
Yeah, he wanted to. BigFellow wanted to go down there because a couple of other Warforges were just standing down there.
Oh yeah, he brought back a Warforged body. Little man did.
Yeah, as I said, I know that because I helped little man take the body off so he could go back to doing what he was doing. By the way, I was talking about wax lips. They're kind of candy. I got a picture of them in the chat.
All right. Wow. What are we talking about?
wax lips.
He referenced it a couple minutes ago. You sounded confused.
Dagger Maw, Jagger Jaw, it's a candy. Got it. Candy like candy lips. Is that what we're talking about?
I don't know.
You said 5 different topics in one sentence.
I'm so sorry. I got it. I knew that wax lips are candy. I've seen them before. They were like an old-timey thing, I think. Right?
They still make them.
Who does?
I don't think it actually matters.
For Mark. I hope it's nothing too serious.
Oh yeah, because Mark's part of the shark fight.
Yeah, I wonder
I'm sorry
why.
for not understanding the wax lip thing. I feel like I made everything weird.
He said he had to deal with something, and he got a knock on the door. What was that?
We heard the doorbell.
Who could it have been?
Telegram.
Was his long lost twin brother? He's just meeting now.
Candygram.
Lips.
You're just like, Telegram. You're not the shark, are you?
Thank you. I'm glad somebody got the reference.
Okay, you promise you're not the shark.
That's an SNL joke.
Oh God! I remember. Oh God, that's not just an SNL joke. That's a season 1 SNL joke.
Yeah.
You guys were alive for season 1?
No, but there were reruns.
It's history.
No, but I remember my dad showing me those. Land shark.
It's probably on YouTube, but I have to watch these now.
Yeah.
Yes, they're pretty funny.
Probably on the same level as like Toonces the driving cat.
Oh, Toonces is 90s.
It's kind of like not funny because it's the 70s, but like there's just something about it that's really funny.
Oh yeah, Land Shark. That's what it's called.
My favorite's always going to be Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer.
I've seen that one.
That was more recent, pretty sure.
Yeah, that was 90s.
That was Phil Hartman.
Do not taunt Happy Fun Ball.
Happy football is illegal in these states.
Watch all the seasons of SNL.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. Well, you know, those newscasts are really bad from like a long time ago. I've seen some of the early ones. They're so much darker now.
No, we're just waiting on Mark.
I'm gonna stop talking.
All right. Hope it's not anything serious, like cops or something.
The cop, it'd be a lot more noisy if it was the cops.
He did come back to say he was busy for a few minutes.
Oh, he came back?
Just for a moment to tell us he'd be away for a few minutes.
Maybe it was the pizza man.
Dun dun dun.
It's a very long order.
It was the sexy pizza man.
Oh.
I heard you ordered a sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Extra thick.
Exactly.
Polish.
What?
Like a Polish sausage.
I don't. You think the pizza man was Polish?
No.
Does he have an accent?
I don't know.
'Cause that could be hot. To foreigners. No. Nervous about Mark?
Mm.
We have no way of knowing.
And we never will. At least until he gets back.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Hey,
Hey, we were
So my next door neighbor came over. She was worried about the next neighbor down, who she talks to a lot, because her garage door was open and her light was on, and she just thought, hey, maybe didn't know, like forgot she apparently just tried calling her and like knocking on the door, ringing the doorbell a couple times. So we didn't know. It's like, hey, maybe something happened, or maybe she left, or maybe she just can't hear us. After a bit, we went into the garage. The garage door itself was open, and we're trying to call, and it's still nothing. The alarm goes off, so we all back up, and we're like, okay, maybe that'll get somebody to come here. But then she comes out and sticks her head out the door. Is like, oh, sorry. So she was apparently upstairs, I guess, watching a movie. She said, probably didn't hear us. Maybe had her headphones on. Maybe was doing something else. I don't know. But she was all fine. So we just next door neighbor watching out for her next door neighbor. So sorry about that.
The garage door was open. You didn't know where she was.
Yeah, basically, and her like upstairs light was on, and so my next door neighbor talks to that neighbor a lot, and was just a little worried, and we were both like, oh, what should we do? Should we try to go in? Should we knock a little more? So I had run out the back to see if like the back lights were on, so it was all just over worrying, but trying to be good neighbors and not trying to walk into somebody's house and make sure they're without it actually knowing.
Well, I mean, you would have been covered by Good Samaritan laws.
Oh yeah, no, we wouldn't have done anything, but still, you never, walking into somebody you don't know, you never know. It's to scare somebody, and plus she seemed very nice too, and it was like,
right.
It was just one of those things where it's like, we don't know what to do, and we're all social. We don't like being social, so we don't know if we should call like the police to come over or what. But luckily, she had a security system that was going off, and that was enough to, I guess, have her hear what was going on. So, but all's good. Everybody's happy and everybody's thankful. So,
everybody's happy and safe. Now let's get back to the shark attacking you.
So as you approach this other shipwreck, a shark emerges from one of the large holes in its side. We all rolled initiative.
Mm-hmm. Just let me know when I'm good to go.
Oh,
Guardian on your turn first.
I need to turn the music
Like
back
a
on.
great white shark.
No, it's just a shark right now.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make a.
Well, just so you know, you have it's like you're in rough terrain when you move.
Right, because I don't have a swim speed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make a dart attack.
And you take
17
a look at the
hit.
shark, and it's just covered in like scars and bite marks from other sharks, and there's even a spear sticking out of it. The shark has seen some stuff.
Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Thank you.
It does, okay. Roll damage. 8 piercing damage. Is it into, yes, it is. And I'm going to go ahead and... how far down am I? Can I get to the surface quick enough? Within 15 feet of movement?
See here. 20 feet down. How big is it? You'll be able to reach the surface in
2 turns?
2 rounds.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attempt to swim closer to BigFellow. Because I guess he's only 15 feet away. And I'm going to be like...
Yes, I see it too.
And that'll be my turn.
So it senses BigFellow. While you don't have blood, you have this very poignant, like oily substance running through your body, and it's enough to attract her. We found out, apparently. It swims right up to BigFellow. Gives you a chomp. 25.
25 does hit.
Take 13 piercing damage.
Damn.
Ouch.
Crit.
Shit.
It's not like you needed that arm.
Do you see fighting at Warforges down there?
That's probably what happened to the Warforged.
BigFellow, your turn.
So, from where I am, I want to try to hit. If I hit it with my Warhammer, would I be at a disadvantage?
Ah, 2-2.
Melee, probably not. I will double check for you, Joey.
I could do two-handed. I don't know, if that would be slowing me down because of the water and all that.
Making a weapon attack, a creature that doesn't have a swimming speed has disadvantage on the attack roll unless it's a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, trident.
Yeah.
Alright. So, I have a YAAAR. Would that work as a spear?
I believe, even though it doesn't mention it, that's basically what it is, I think.
Yeah, the YAAAR came in a later book, so I would probably agree to that.
If you do that, you can attack it. Yeah, at normal.
Alright.
You and your ridiculous.
Oh, nice.
Do 20 hits, yeah. So you stab this thing right in one of its fins. Blood starts coming out of it.
How far could Little Man move in this turn?
Little Man, the same as you, half speed.
So he squares 5 feet, right?
Yes.
Right,
Yep,
so he can go
squares 5
about there.
Yeah. Darting on.
I'm gonna come over here, and I'm going to hold out my pole of collapsing. And I'm going to ready an action. I am going to try, if he attacks me, to stick the pole into its mouth and extend it vertically.
Okay.
I will let you roll how that happens as you wish.
If it attacks you.
That'll be my turn. That's what I'm readying.
Yeah. So you're not trying to force his mouth open if he attacks you, right?
Yeah, I'll try and get his attention if I can do that as a free action.
Sure.
So I want him to attack me
What
instead of
do you do?
BigFellow. I'll cut my hand.
Ooh, okay. Take 1d4 damage.
Fair enough.
You are cutting yourself.
Yep. 2.
You take 2 damage. How are you cutting yourself? With your darts?
Yeah, I'll just do one of my darts before I, grab my pole. Just stab myself with it.
Nice. Yeah, so
Now you got a
cloud
dart
of
to
blood-
your hand.
Cloud of blood kind of appears. See if it gets his attention. It does.
Yay!
So
Or
if that
no.
turns around to you.
Could be bad.
Yeah, so you're ready for this, but let's see if you're
Fast enough.
to make it happen. So do a dexterity or acrobatics.
It's up to you how you want to do that.
Otherwise you can't confuse with which ones to do.
Acrobatics, I find more feats of
Yeah.
acrobatics, things you'd see an acrobat do, whereas this just seems more
Yeah.
like a speed thing. So I'll just
Yes,
go ahead and
it's
roll
straight-
dexterity.
Straight dexterity.
Natural fucking 20.
Yeah.
Or 24.
Let's just see. Yeah, he does not do that. Match that. So as he turns, you see his mouth open. It's like you have a spider sense, and you put the
Pole of collapse.
as he tries to come toward you, you bring the hand into his mouth, I assume, and
Yes.
extend the thing.
Yes. Rules is on the item, it'll only elongate only as far as the space allows, which, unless you want it to actually do something like rip his jaw off, it should force his mouth open.
Yeah, with a 20, I'm going to let you say you're able to do that without any problem, and its mouth is pried open.
Okay, so I assume it has either cannot or has a lot of trouble biting down on us. Still has sharp teeth, but I assume it can't actually bite us.
For at least for his turn. Can't.
Okay.
But
That was awesome.
all that oily blood from BigFellow attracted some friends.
Oh
Oh
no!
no.
A slightly smaller shark swims up to you, tries to take a bite.
Damn it.
The 22, I imagine he hits.
22 does hit.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens here. See, yeah, you take 16 piercing damage, and obviously
I'm out.
you're knocked
no.
unconscious. This other one, first thing it sees is little man. And similarly, he's kind of has a little leak too. An 18.
If it's the same as mine, yes.
probably has a different armor class.
Sorry, his armor class is 15, but yeah, that hits.
Yeah, so.
Neither of you have a dead man switch?
No.
He takes 8 piercing damage.
So Little Man can still attack on his turn.
Okay.
Are there any more sharks?
It's these 2.
Alright. So he's going to do a force rend on this guy next to him. Does he go at disadvantage because it's not a spear or anything?
Is it sort of like a spell kind of thing?
It says force-empowered rend, melee weapon. I just hit the target. That doesn't say if it's what type of weapon it is.
But, I mean, if you just hit the target.
Do I do it at disadvantage or no?
Yes, disadvantage. This is not hit.
Oh, nuts. Oh, I forgot to say, like, an attack on Little Man, it's automatically at disadvantage. But I guess it's too late for that. I guess next time.
Well, I guess it's your turn, BigFellow. You need to make a death saving throw.
Alright.
Should have done that before Little Man, but...
Okay.
So roll a d20. Alright, so you get 1 save. If you get 3 saves, then you're stabilized. If you get 3 fails, then you die.
Alright.
Be lucky you can breathe underwater.
So I don't breathe at all.
Yes. Dargon.
How far away is BigFellow from me right now?
About 10 feet.
I'm going to go ahead and swim down that 10 feet and administer, if you will let me, a healing potion. I will screw it into his intake valve.
Okay.
And give him a 6 hit points.
So you're stabilized.
Well, he's up. He got 6 hit points.
You have 6 hit points.
And
you think this situation may not be awesome.
Yes, I'm going to point towards shore, and I'm going to start. I'm going to try and get between BigFellow and the other shark with my last point movement.
My hero.
And I'm going to go ahead and take my action surge and action surge, and I'll take the dodge action.
Does that mean you get that the attack?
They get disadvantage on attacks. Until the start of my next turn.
So,
and I'll wave my hand in front of the shark, so it's like, hey, blood!
So you're not moving at the moment?
I used all my movement to get there, and I don't think I can get to the shore with a dash, and I don't want to leave BigFellow behind, so...
Daggermar's going to take another chomp at BigFellow.
Even though I'm trying to... Oh, Daggermaw, even though... Is the pole gone, then?
Oh, you're right, yeah. So he's going to do a strength, see if he can...
Fight through
Is there any rules about it, like, being magically attuned to you, or only you can... or anything?
No, it's to extend it. You need to or collapse it. It's a magical word, whatever the word is, whatever the term is. So he can't. I mean, it's up to you how you want to rule him chomping through.
I'm going to allow it. Being underwater, you can't speak.
Even I can go.
Yeah. But it's okay.
Okay.
Is there any rules about it breaking?
No, that'll be completely up to you.
So this shark is writhing around, trying to bite down. Rolls a 15. And that's enough to whatever mechanism was holding it in place for it to disengage.
Okay.
And then it's in his mouth. He kind of throws it out of his mouth, so it kind of descends to the ocean floor about 20 meters, about 20 feet down.
Okay.
Right where
20,000 leagues under the sea.
Right where this is.
that punched through the planet like multiple times.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the Kelsey Grammer SNL skit.
So the shark's gonna take a bite at you.
No!
At me?
At you, Dardagon.
Okay.
Is that disadvantage?
It'll be a disadvantage, yes.
11.
Misses, even without my armor.
Actually, no, sorry. 15.
Still just misses.
Okay. It takes a bite though, but it misses.
Shield.
He actually gets advantage since you're bleeding. So that's why I was thinking about that.
Oh, so it'd be just
So
a
the
straight
sharks-
roll in.
Yeah, so the shark's gonna take a bite at little man.
At that disadvantage because he's a magic puppy.
Well, 19 then.
A 19 still hits.
No.
You can rebuild him. It's okay.
Not if I'm dead.
Little man Mark II here. Ooh, yeah, he takes 15 piercing damage. He
My little
kinda-
man is out of commission.
What?
He the shark bites into it and is now carrying it in its jaws as it bites down.
No.
His last words were, "I'm just a doe."
No.
Now, is there any saving throws for your iron construct? I don't think there is.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Now you can repair him, but at the moment he's in the mouth of. Oh, I feel bad about that.
I feel like a giant crushing blow to my soul, like BigFellow does.
Are you crying right now?
No. So BigFellow feels that. It's like a part of him is. My light has gotten dimmer.
BigFellow.
So BigFellow is going to use the Yiqua on the one that's next to him.
You're not gonna try to get away.
I don't know how I can get away. These guys are fast.
Disengage and just swim to shore.
Oh.
But then the little fellow's gone.
It means he's basically out of combat, right? It means he can't re-engage.
Yes, unless somebody has a specific thing that lets him do that.
I guess.
Well,
Disengage prevents attacks of opportunity in almost all cases.
does that mean he's still in combat though? I was a little.
He's still in combat, but
Because usually that happens like when enemies run away and stuff.
Yeah, so what disengage is as an action, it just prevents attacks of opportunity.
Okay, so you can start to swim to shore.
I want to disengage and swim to shore. Forget my last attack.
What's your movement speed?
Movement speed is 30 feet.
So you can get to here.
Shallow water.
2, 3. Yeah. Let's say, well, not quite. because it's not like a beach or something.
I say, I will avenge you, little man.
Already gone.
5, 10, 15. And I'm going to disengage because I have more things, and I'm just going to, you know what? I'm going to stay here. I'm going to try and protect BigFellow by waving, like having them attack me instead. So even if Dagger Ball comes after me, I will be there.
Okay.
So you're ready attack, or
So I will just take the dodge action again.
Okay. Dagmar turns around. Heads towards Dardagon.
Smile, you son of a bitch.
8 though, he misses. You kind of hit him with your shield.
Bonk. Punch him in the nose and go away.
Yeah, it's like, was there a Lara Croft movie where that happened where like, punches a shark?
That's what you're supposed to punch a shark in the nose and they will like leave you alone.
Yeah, their nose is very sensitive.
Yeah.
Exactly how much strength can you put into a punch when underwater?
Well, that's the thing. I can throw darts underwater. Blah.
Do you get dodge for your entire turn?
Entire turn, yes. So till my next turn.
So 14.
All still misses. So shield is saving my ass.
Punch, punch, punch.
Shield and my massive dexterity.
I need to get a shield.
Your battle axe is probably
Wait,
two-handed.
Well, it's versatile.
Oh, yeah, then you can...
BigFellow.
Alright. I make my way up to land, and I turn around and shake my fist at the sea. I will retrieve your body! And then
I hope you're not talking about me!
Yes, you're able to scramble up to shore.
Mhm.
Or not to shore, to up these rocks. You're able to find a fairly level thing. Yeah, you're too far away to do anything. It's like too far down below water. Darting on.
Disengage 5-10, get to the shore. And scramble up the rocks as well.
Yeah, these sharks try to follow you, but obviously they can't. And after a few moments, they grow irritated. And they all swim away, including the one holding the little man.
No!
Too bad you can't see that. You're just looking at the armless body. Mostly armless.
So that is the end of Little Fellow. Little man.
Sorry.
For now.
Can rebuild him.
Well, didn't he have like an alchemist model?
That he can build, but the wand of magic missiles is gone.
No,
I put it inside my body.
Oh, okay.
The pole collapsing, I'm not going back after. I'll be like, BigFellow, you owe me a pole collapsing.
Yeah, so you know that it's somewhere near this shipwreck here.
Yes, it's that.
Oh no.
We could take a long rest and bring everyone else and go out searching for him.
Well, first you have to get up. Everyone, give me an acrobatics as you try to climb this cliff wall.
Yeah, just backflip up. I backflip up the cliff.
Can you roll for me? Chaka?
You're not there.
You're not there. We don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You're a couple hundred feet away.
You're just sitting there, you're like, man, I can't wait till little man gets back. I'm going to pet him so much.
Who?
You are, Chaka.
So, Dardion, you're able to climb up. BigFellow's just a little bit too damaged to fully make its way up the.
I tossed down my 15 feet of rope because I only have 15 feet of rope left. And I'll help him get the rest of the way.
Yeah, sure. You're able to pull him up. And you find yourself in the harpy's nest.
He used to play here all the time.
Look, we'll celebrate Little Man's life, and when you make Little Man 2, you'll forget all about original Little Man. And we'll celebrate my pole of collapsing.
Who was equally as beloved.
Equally as beloved, as important, and as unalive.
Oh, that's it.
Stole it from the.
But we'll make our way back to everybody.
It was one of the value possessions.
I want to sneak up on them like in Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade. After he climbs up the cliff, after the tank goes over it.
Yeah, so they're always like, "Oh, I wonder what happened." All right, what do you do?
I yell, "Shark!"
Hi.
What shark?
A shark ate my little man.
Where's the baby boy?
He is gone.
The pole is gone. We'll get a new pole, Chaka. It's okay.
The pole?
A pole.
My pole of collapsing. Remember I touched the heart with it?
I walk over to BigFellow. I put my hand on his shoulder and say, "I am truly sorry for your loss."
But hey, look what we got out of it! And I hold up a cloak and a statue of a mermaid.
Why did
Wait.
Little fellow?
He sacrificed himself to save us.
Then we had one less shark to deal with, thanks to him.
Yes.
Chaka just kneels down and starts sobbing.
It's okay, Chaka. BigFellow can make another one.
And then I could go hunting for the old one, too. Or maybe on another adventure.
Play another adventure and we play as the sharks.
Mm-hmm. BigFellow's the big bad.
You look in the chat.
I love that hot dog.
Hmm.
It's like you can hear his voice on the wind. The lament of Little Man.
Little Man would want us to move forward with our journeys.
This was us after we got on shore.
Chaka turns to Verikan and she says, Is little fellow with Corellin now?
He is on the sunny bridge that connects from our world to Corellin.
He would like it there. He can chase rabbits.
Is Verikan not playing anymore?
No, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was
Wait, do iron constructs have souls?
No, don't say that in front of Chaka. Or come on, let's go.
Don't do that. Big.
How dare you?
I guess we all continue on our journey, thinking fondly of Little Man.
Yeah,
And me pondering existentiality.
And me wishing I had a pole.
As you mourn, darting on, who seems a little indifferent. Let's be honest. He looks at his the cloak he got, and it's a cloak of many fashions.
BigFellow, I think in honor of Little Man and you being a robot of many fashions, you deserve this more than me.
I shall wear it with pride.
So you can basically kind of change its look as a bonus action. though it is always a cloak.
He puts on the cloak, and it changes into like the same kind of like golden retriever color as a little man.
And on that sad note, good place to end it.
Yeah.
Wow, what a bummer of a night.
In loving memory, too.
In the arms of an angel.
Near, far, wherever.
World.
That was actually a good night, a nice close encounter there, because I was like, yeah, okay, we can deal with one shark. Oh shit, there's 3 sharks. And one of them has a name.
Daggermo.
He was just a normal shark, but with only a couple people there, that was kind of a deadly encounter.
Yeah.
You were saying earlier we were having it easy with all these people.
Yep.
Today we took our first loss.
I read stories online about how some people actually lose characters here because they like try to fight off, like they don't try to escape.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the thing that like a new person would do, because you kind of this version you kind of get used to being able to kill everything that is thrown at you.
Yeah, or they can't breathe the water,
or they can't
breathe, like suffocating. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I'd say it would be even worse in old versions of the game, where old versions it's like it's designed with killing players in mind. Like you're not supposed to be able to get through an entire dungeon. Some dungeons, like in one go, you stop, go back, stop, go back.
Well, I'm glad that Zyzzyx wasn't playing, because Quizlix is still with us.
Mm-hmm. He's sadly not even alive. Yeah, there is nothing stopping you from like going with them, but you wouldn't have been able to fight nearly as effectively because you have to like breathe and stuff.
I have to lure them to the surface to try and get some. Goodbye, pole of collapsing. I got to throw you in a shark's mouth, and I should have said "smile, you son of a bitch" when I did that. I'm
like really kind of weirded out that Dardagon is more obsessed with the loss of the pole than the loss of our beautiful sentient robot dog.
I really loved that pole.
Dardagon was created with my own bare hands.
That's what I said, Dardagon.
Yeah, the pole is harder to replace.
That's true, yes. I mean, I can find a 10-foot pole, but it won't magically collapse.
Practical version?
10-foot pole is an actual item in the player's handbook.
Could I retroactively attune the staff to Dardagon so that he could return to him?
No, it's fine.
No, we don't want your dog back, Chris.
You should have put it on Little Man, so it like comes back to you.
I only had the ability to do 2 things. I chose the Alchemist Jug and something else.
You'd have to choose pole.
He's like, tonight I'm gonna get rid of the
dog. Oh, that's sad. Technically, even though it's those things aren't technically they're they can die and it's not a problem. You just make a new one.
Yeah.
But it's kind of our first player death. In my D&T history.
Mm-hmm.
Aww. And you made it a dog.
You soulless monster.
Thank you.
So next game, I expect a brand new token for your new construct.
Yay!